my channel. I am Manjiri Ashok Awasthi. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, comment and press bell icon for watching my latest videos and updates. Okay. We also conduct online classes for FYJC, HSC and SSC students. Interested students can contact through comment box. Okay. In previous video we had discussed about features of joint stock company. In this video we will discuss about merits, advantages of joint stock company. Okay, let's start. First point, that is large capital. It is possible for joint stock company to raise huge financial resources because there is no maximum limit for membership in public limited company, and shares are available in joint stock company in smaller denominations. Small denominations means, for example, a share of rupees 5 or a share of rupees 10 each are available. So shareholder can invest the small amount as per their needs and capacities. Okay. So large capital can be generated. Loans can be taken from banks and other financial institutions by the company. Okay. Second point, that is democratic management. Though shareholder elect the board of directors, the directors are accountable to the shareholders. Their activities are supervised and controlled by the shareholders indirectly. Okay. Though policy decisions are taken by the board of directors, policy decision means many times to form policy, certain policy, the directors form the policy, but it is required to be approved by the shareholders. Permission of shareholders is required for approving the policy. If shareholders are not satisfied with the performance of directors, the shareholder can remove that director and new director can be appointed in his place. Okay, that was second point, that is democratic management. Moving on to third point, that is transferability of shares. There is free transferability of shares in case of public limited company. No permission is required to be taken from the directors or members for either buying or selling of shares through stock exchanges for listed companies. Okay, shares can be bought or sold easily in the stock exchange. Okay, thus there is high degree of liquidity involved in the shares of the company. Liquidity means quick conversion of shares into cash. There is high in case of joint stock company. Shares can be converted quickly and easily into money. Okay. A private limited company does not permit means allow free transferability of shares. Okay. There are some restrictions in case of private limited company for transferability of shares. Okay. Fourth point, that is limited liability. The liability of members in a public limited company is limited to the extent of unpaid amount of shares held by them. So this we have discussed in features and also earlier, so I will not go much in detail. Okay. Company has an independent legal status, means company is different and shareholders are different. This also we have seen in many cases in features and earlier also. Okay, so company is different than the shareholders. Company is different, so company has to repay the loans taken and liabilities of the company on its own. Okay, shareholders cannot be held liable for the debts or loans taken by the company. Okay, and the personal property will not be used for repayment of loans taken by the company. The company will have to repay its loan itself. Okay, so liability of shareholder is limited to the extent of unpaid amount of shares held by him. Okay, I think points discussed up to now are clear. We will move on to fifth point, that is expert services. Due to large financial resources available with the company can appoint experts, okay, for managing each area or functions of the company, okay, by paying attractive salaries to them. Okay, this brings higher degree of professionalism and thereby increases the efficiency of the company. Okay, the turnover of the company goes up and profit increases. Turnover means yearly sales of company goes up and profit also increases because of expert services. Okay. Sixth point, that is relief in taxation. Relief means concession. Companies are required to pay taxes at flat rate. Flat rate means which remains same at all cases. In each case the flat rate remains same. The amount of the amount taxable to the company is highly taxable. That may be less as compared to the individual in the same tax bracket. Means company will get some concession because of being a company will get some concession for payment of taxes as compared to the individual. Individual means person. Person may be required to pay more taxes as compared to company. But being company, it gets relief from payment of taxation from the government in the same tax bracket. Okay. 7th point, that is public confidence. Joint stock company enjoys public confidence. The working or functioning of joint stock companies in India is governed. Governed means ruled or done as per the provisions. Provisions means rules and regulations of Indian Companies Act 1956 or now as amended from time to time. Okay. So as per the Companies Act, the company 1956, the company has to get its annual accounts audited by practicing chartered accounts. Annual account means yearly accounts. Audited means checked or verified from practicing CA. Company requires to get its accounts checked through practicing chartered accountant, that is CA. Okay. 8th point, that is scope for expansion. So the services of experts are provided as we have seen above in expert services point, that services of expert are provided to run the business more efficiently, to increase or growth of business, to achieve growth of business or for expansion of business by paying attractive salaries to them. Okay. In that we have second point, that generally company does not distribute the entire profit to the shareholder in the form of dividend. The shareholder or the company keeps the portion of profit and does not distribute to the shareholder, and it is kept with the company for the purpose of meeting the future requirements of capital, or in case of emergency that amount is used, or for expansion of business the amount is used. That is called as plowing back of profit. Okay. In that we have third point, that loans can be raised by the company for growth and expansion of the business. Okay, I think all points discussed up to now are clear. We will do a quick recap of whatever points discussed up to now, that is merits of joint stock company. First point, large capital. Second, democratic management. Third, transferability of shares. Fourth, limited liability. Fifth, expert services. Sixth, relief in taxation. 7. Public confidence. 8. Scope for growth and expansion. Okay, that's it for today. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my videos and press the bell icon for the latest updates and upcoming videos. My next video would be about demerits of joint stock company. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you. Bye.